Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here once again looking ahead to today's slate for the 7th of April. As normal, you guys all did pretty good last night on NBA. We got screwed over, man. We had Giannis in there and some other guys. It was just not good at all. I think a lot of people got screwed over for sure. But on the flip side, MLB was pretty good. I guess the day before was also pretty good. Like I said, as you saw the screenshot, didn't bet a lot today. Stepped it up a little bit, bet a little bit more. As you see, there won 150 overall, so not too shabby. The lineup that we had for everyone was this one here, scored a 120.8. As you see there, didn't win crazy a lot, but we'll still definitely take that for sure. So yeah, that is two straight for MLB as normal. If you guys want to get in, just want to try it out for the day, as you see there, it's only $5. So yeah, give us a shot. It's literally just $5. As I said, if you guys are playing, play some double ups, head to heads, 50-50s with it, maybe one or two tournaments. Just play smart with it for sure. So yeah, we'd love for you guys to come join us. And also, like I said, we have our season pass available for you guys for NBA. Like I said, you get our 150 lineups plus our main slate lineups all combined. You will save over $175. So yeah, get in. All you need to do, hit us up on our Twitter. That will be in the comment section below. Click that link, message us, and we'll get you guys all set up. So that is it there. Anyway, let's go look ahead to today's slate. So we have Minnesota and Indiana as our first game, and thankfully we do, because Indiana has a ton of injury news. Turner, Brogdon, and Sabonis are all questionable. Turner will probably not play in this one. But once again, if those guys are all out, got to look at, Goga will get some minutes. Doug, Justin, as I said, those guys are must-haves, but they're still probably going to get you maybe about 20, 25. LeVert probably going to pass on him at 8-5. Jeremy Lamb been dealing with some injuries, had 23 minutes, had 43.6, had 6 steals though. So, but you can definitely look at him once again if those guys are all out. And obviously, TJ McConnell, more of your cash game play. So, yeah, I mean, if one of them plays, I wish it was Sabonis, because I would definitely be having a little bit of Sabonis here. On the flip side, don't mind looking at Karl Anthony Towns. Had 51. He is 11-4, so not a lot of people are going to have him. Probably have a couple of him, not a ton. But if Turner is out, that's definitely going to help him out, because obviously Turner is a pretty good shot blocker. So yeah, definitely don't mind that one. But besides that, not too much. So just check the news on Indiana, kind of like yesterday, and yeah, definitely look at the starting lineup. Pick a couple of those guys for sure. Washington and Orlando, another game that has quite a bit of injuries, illness for Williams, Cole Anthony, Robin Lopez, Kim Birch, Rhea Hachimura, Bradley Beal. So, yeah, another game with a ton of injuries. I don't mind looking at Russell. I don't think he's a must-have here, but he has been doing pretty dang good, right? He's just been a triple-double guy, kind of like he was a couple years ago. Um, so, still got to look at him. His turnovers aren't too pretty, unfortunately. I don't mind guys like a Terrence Ross or something. I think he could get you 30, 35. Guys like Chuma at 6'8", I think he's in a very solid spot. Faster paced game for him, and I think he can easily do very solid for you. If Robin Lopez is officially out, I don't mind looking as a punt play for Alex Lynn at 4.8. Price isn't crazy cheap, but as we've seen in the past, if he gets over 25 minutes, he's usually very productive. So I'll have a couple of them. He's not crazy cheap though. Wendell Carter, another guy I think you get exposure to at lower ownership. Dude has been absolutely popping off, man. Playing very solid minutes as well. Kind of the main guys over there for Orlando now. So at 7-3, yeah, I'll definitely be having a little bit of him. New York, Boston. Honestly, I'm going to skip over this game. A lot better games out there, so I'm not really having anyone. New Orleans and Brooklyn. It looks like Kevin Durant's going to play, probably on a minute restriction a little bit, probably 20, 25 minutes for him. But still got to look at Kyrie. Harden's out, so got to look at him. Check that Ingram news if he's out. Still don't mind looking at Lonzo. Probably won't pick him, but Isaiah Thomas did have 25 minutes, so that was pretty surprising. He was absolute crap in those minutes, but still, the fact that he had 25 minutes, maybe give him a shot in one-off. Eric Bledsoe's 5'8". As we know, this guy is just all over the place, so an okay option. Moving over here, if Ingram's out again, you can give Marshall a look. Still played 28 minutes at 26.3. Obviously, if Ingram's in, not really feeling it. Look at Zion at 9.7, and that's probably really it that I'm looking at there. So, yeah, definitely a couple Pelicans, one or two Nets, and probably move on. Should be a pretty high scoring game. Definitely could be a blowout for sure. Charlotte and OKC is our next one here. So don't mind looking at Terry. Don't mind looking at Graham. Gordon Hayward's out, obviously. LaMelo's out as well, so those guys are going to have to step up. Malik Monk's out as well, so another guy you can look at maybe is Caleb Martin. I think that's who it is. Cody. Is it Cody? I think it's Cody. Yeah, maybe Cody. Yeah, he has been crap. Never mind. But Miles Bridges should get some extra minutes for sure. Um, that's mostly it. So I don't have a ton of those guys, maybe one or two of them, but overall not too great. Memphis and Atlanta. John Morant. We'll see if he plays. I don't think he will. If he does, definitely got to pick a couple of these guys. One guy that I think will step up here is Kyle Anderson. Earlier in the year when John Morant was still out, his usage rate was actually pretty high, and so I don't mind looking at Kyle Anderson in this one. Grayson and obviously Brooks, they're just so GPP, but that's kind of what we're looking at there. Um, as normal, you can look at Bogdan. He's been an absolute tear. He's been in the last couple days. 7-2 might be a little high for him. Don't mind looking at Gallo as well. Minutes are up and down right now. So, Young, Anderson are the two main guys. Capella is a little too expensive for me as well. Dallas and Houston in this one. Porzingis should play, and I'm not really feeling it. Kelly in okay cash game play. Yeah, I just don't have a ton. I really don't. I'm not really playing this one. I mean, you can look at Luca and Porzingis, but if this one's a blowout, just not really feeling it a ton. Um, they're still worth a look, but not crazy upside. San Antonio, Denver. I think this one could be half decent here. Jamal Murray's out, so Compazos or Monte Morris, definitely one of those guys could be half decent. If Murray's out, look at Derek White, look at DeRozan. Will Barton at 5'8" is pretty dang cheap. He's been very productive. And with with Murray being out, another solid option for sure. Michael Porter, another guy you can look at. It looks like he's finally finding his shot, so that's good. Aaron Gordon, 7.5 is a little much. He has massive upside, but 7.5 is a little much to pay for him, in my opinion. Rudy Gay, another guy who doesn't play big minutes. GPP. Jokic at 10-2. I think you can take a shot with him. He's been half decent for a guy that's at 10-2, can get you 50-55. Yeah, have at it for sure. A little bit of a discount from Towns. Portal did not have a great one. 7-1, probably going to pass on him. So, main guys I'm looking at here is maybe a little bit of Monte, Will Barton, maybe Porter in a one-off, and maybe Jokic if you want to spend up. Utah in Phoenix in this one, another half decent game. I think this one should be relatively competitive to the top teams in the West here. So, yeah, I mean, I actually like this game. Looking at CP3, don't mind Booker. Probably would go Mitchell here. He's been up and down, but I really think this should be a solid game here. So, um, I may be a little higher than most on this game, but I'm going to be picking a couple. And I think Rudy can get you 40, 45 as well. So, uh, Paul, Booker, and Mitchell, the main guys to look at. We go look at Clarkson here. Even Mike Conley, not the greatest matchup, but you can look at him. Clarkson 5'6", a little much. Conley, yeah, I really don't mind him at 6'8" as well. All right, let's go see what we can get for you. So Westbrook's not a must-have, but I think a lot of people are going to be spinning it up for him for good reason. I honestly like CP3. I think he's going to come in at lower ownership. And that's mostly it. McConnell, he's okay, I guess. I do like Lonzo, Young, and obviously Westbrook and Kyrie. So, I mean, you could probably go that way for sure over Westbrook. Moving over here, I do like Booker, 9K. I don't know if I can get him in this lineup. Um, Will Barton at 5'8", sitting pretty good. Like I said, if you don't want to go like CP3 Irving, I don't mind taking a shot with Monte in a GPP only. Definitely not a cash game option. It's Monte, but he should get about 25 minutes in this one. I do like Kyle, depending on John Morant. Mikal Bridges, GPP, not a ton of guys down there. Like I said, if Ingram's out again, I really don't mind taking a shot with Marshall. If Rio and Beal are out again, Denvi Avila, got to look at him at 4-3. He's been playing massive minutes, so a guy that you can look at. Doesn't do a ton. Like I said, he's a little bit of a boomer bust for sure. Let me see. Power forwards. I really do like Chuma here at 6'8". Miles Bridges, if you don't want to spend 6'8" for him, for Chuma. Um, as I mentioned, Zion's in a half decent spot, and that's mostly it. Like I said, I don't mind taking a shot with Sabonis. Ankle injury kind of scares me, and he's been out for a couple days, so that's the only thing. Really don't want to pay 9K for a guy like that. Centers, like I said, I like Towns. You can take a little bit of a discount with Jokic. Rudy at 8-1 could get you 40-45. I really do like Wendell Carter at 7-3. Moving down here, Kelly an okay cash game. Lynn, I guess you can give him a look, but that's really it that I'm looking at in that area. So there's a couple guys for you that gives you a 5-5. Um, and like I said, obviously, if all those guys are out for Indiana, I definitely look at Goga for sure. So, all right, guys, that's what we got going on. Thanks for watching once again. I appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys want to get in on MLB, like I said, it's only $5 for day pass, and we did pretty solid. That is 2 straight for us. So, like I said, I mean, it's $5 for a day. Literally, why not take a shot? So if you want to get in on that, like I said, check us out on our Twitter, and also check us out on our Twitter for our NBA season pass. Like I said, we combine 2 products for 1. So yeah, message us to get in. So all right, once again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you guys a little bit later on.